Hey, it's Steph. Thanks for watching today's video. I'm doing my update to the Project Level Up Project Pan. This is an eyeshadow panning project created by Sophie Alexandra. I will have her link down below in the description. She created this project in a way to get more use out of your eyeshadows while also still panning shades. So there are different levels. For each level you have a different goal. So for level 1 you want to use each shade in the palette one time and also hit one pan. For level 2 you upgrade to hitting each pan 2 times and no, that's confusing. You use each shadow 2 times and you hit 2 pans. You go all the way up to level 5, which you can continue going to level 6, 7, 8, however many you want. Or Sophie also said you could reset after level 5, which I've also seen a lot of people kind of change and do their own thing. I might do that too. With my new life, with a newborn, I've been taking forever on level 2 and I just cannot imagine doing level 5, let alone level 4. I might reset after level 3. So I will see when I get there. I'm still working on level 2. And I do have an update for you. That's why I'm filming this video. But it has been a couple of months since my last update because I recently gave birth to my son and I did have some complications before and after birth. So I did not film the second half of July, all of August, all of September, and now it is near the end of October. So even though it's been quite a while, I don't have a ton of use, but I did hit a pan, which I am so excited to share. So if you didn't know, for level 2, I've been working on my Odin's Eye Jewels and Gem palette. This palette is beautiful. Some of the shades have been a little disappointing, which I'll get into, but I am just really happy to show you my progress on this. But before I do, I'm going to post a picture of what it was looking like last update. I think it was when I rolled this in. It was brand new. I had not touched it. I did post an update on my community tab and on my Instagram. When was that? Like maybe a month ago? So I was trying to keep you guys updated, but you know, I'd rather do a video when I can. So here is a picture of what this palette is looking like now. Actually, no, I'll just show you. Here it is. Hopefully you can see a lot of wear, not a lot of wear, but some wear on all of these shades. And hopefully you can see I did hit pan in this bottom shade. It's hard to see because of the color of the eyeshadow, but there it is. And then the other shadow that I am determined to hit pan on is a matte, and it is this top shade right here. Sorry about the sun. I was so worried that I wasn't going to be able to see any use on this, but as you can see, there is quite a big dip forming, and I use this for almost every look that I do in my crease. It's not in this look, actually, because I filmed this with my new Pan Those Eyeshadow shades. But yeah, I'm really happy to finally be seeing use on this. Let me just get into how many uses I have on each of these. I'm going to put a picture up on the screen with the numbers. So for this first shade, I have used it 25 times. And I'm going to guess I have at least 30 more uses on this, which is insane. The second shade is actually what I thought I would be focusing on to hit pan. This I have used 7 times, and it's very chunky. There's like a ton of fallout when I use it. So I decided to just stop using it because I didn't like how chunky it was, like loose. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Anyway, the second shade I have 2 uses on. So I've met my goal on all 3 of those. The next shade, Exhilaration, I have 2 uses on. That last shade in the top row, Heaven, I have 3 uses. Now let's drop down to the second row, and I have 2 uses on that first shade. That shade, I feel like I have hard pan on. And I tried to use it over like a matte. I had a matte shadow all over my lid, and I tried to put that on top of it, and it just did not show at all. So I either need to use like a primer under that one, or just on a bare lid, not over a matte shadow. I also have quite a few dupes for that in my collection. I have at least 2 that I can think of. But the next shade, Intoxication, I have 5 uses on. Paradise, I have 2 uses. Rapture, I have 2 uses. And Rhapsody, I have 2 uses. So far I have hit my goal on all shadows, at least use them 2 times. The first shade in the third row, I have 2 uses. Swoon, it took me 8 uses to hit pan. This is a very soft shadow. It's almost like a Super Shock in a way that it just moves around. So it was super easy to hit pan on. That middle shade, I have 2 uses. Gorgeousness, 2 uses. And Sozzle, 2 uses. So as you can see, I have hit my goal on using each shade at least 2 times. And I have 1 out of 2 pans hit. And because this matte shade is going to take me so long to hit pan on, and it's such an easy shade to use in almost every look that I will do, I decided to roll in my level 3 palette and continue working on level 2. I've seen a lot of panners do that, like work on multiple levels at a time. I told myself I wasn't going to do that because I didn't want to overwhelm myself, because I'm doing like pan those eyeshadows. I have a lot of palettes in my Throwback 30 project pan. And of course, like adding a whole another palette unnecessarily, I didn't want to put that on myself. But because I have hit my goal on all of those shadows, and again, that shade is going to be so easy to use and it's going to take me forever to hit pan, I am going to roll in a level 3 palette. So I have my iPad here. I have the app Tiny Decisions. I forgot to add in my new palettes into this, so this isn't 100% updated, but there's at least like 24 of my palettes in here, so I'm completely fine with that. I will screen record this and put it on the screen so you can see what I'm doing. And if I roll in a palette that I'm already working on in another project, I will re-roll. I do have all of my palettes right here. I'll just show you some of them. Yeah, I have all of my palettes next to me, so I don't have to get up. Let us randomly select a palette. Hopefully it's a good one for fall. Bella Beauté Bar Smoky Glam. I'm working on that in my Throwback 30, so we will not do that. What are we going to get next? Okay, same one. Urban Decay Naked Basics. I'm working on that in my Throwback 30. Aether Beauty. Okay, I can work on that. I have that right here. So as you can see, I have the number 10 next to that. That means that there is 10 shadows in that palette. And let me grab it right here. This is my Aether Beauty Rose Quartz palette. And oh my gosh, 3 pans. Has anyone panned these before? I have barely any use on these. I honestly have barely any use on a lot of my palettes. This is more true to color back here. So tell me, should I focus on the shimmers or the mattes? I'll probably do the same thing that I was doing with my Oden's Eye palette. I'll do at least one shimmer and one matte just so I can see how long it takes to hit pan in both of those formulas. Oh my goodness. This shadow would be super easy because I can use that in an inner corner. I love, what was it? I did a look with this palette during the summer. No, it was in January. It was like right before I found out I was pregnant. Or I think I had just found out I was pregnant, but I didn't tell anybody. And I was wearing like these purpley shades and I thought they were really pretty. So I might work on one of these shimmers. Also depends on what I'm working on in my Pan Those eyeshadows as well. But this is my level 3 palette. Wish me luck. Tell me what shades that you would pan if you are working on this. I'm a little scared because I've obviously haven't hit pan in Aether Beauty before. But yeah, that's my update for Project Level Up. Check out Sophie Alexandra down below. I'm sure you already know who she is. She's an amazing panner, amazing eyeshadow look creator. Yeah, and a ton of people are jumping on this project, and I think for a good reason. It was a very creative concept, and it's just super easy to follow. It's just fun. So go ahead and check out other people that are doing this project. If you're not subscribed to my channel already and you enjoy makeup and panning, I encourage you to subscribe. So I see you in my next video. Bye.